So we've gotten to that point on the 5x8 modified Benroy that we're ready to start sealing some things. We're not going to seal everything, but pretty much we're going to seal all the stuff that could possibly get wet or leak into the cabin. So we've already mixed our West Systems 2-part epoxy up, and I'm going to start sealing spaces like inside the doors here, or doors. I'm not going to try and seal the parts that we're going to polyurethane later, because the polyurethane and the epoxy are both going to be two different colors. Wow. And I don't want my finished product looking kind of hazy, as in, ooh, that's supposed to be that. Why is it two colors? And this will soak in pretty fast, so we're pretty good to go. And once we get all this sealed, we'll come back with a type of a caulk it in. If you're wondering how I get such a perfect line, when I put my brush here, even though it's a cheap, what they call a chip brush, see how I'm pushing down, bending it, and then the edge is just barely peeking out to the vertical surface there. Kind of like if you're painting a wall right up to a ceiling, you don't want to have to tape it off. Now, I am not a taper. I just try to do a good enough job where I don't have to tape it off, because that slows me down, spends more time, use up more of my time, and I don't really, I guess we're all limited on time, so why waste it taping it off when you don't have to tape it off. You can see it changing colors because this is seeping right into the wood. This is going to be a really, really nice finish. If you overlap a little bit and get in a little bit into the area that you're going to polyurethane, not the end of the world. It's going to be okay. So don't panic. And you're probably not going to notice it. But the thing is, the more small quality things that you try to do, like not coloring outside the line, makes a big difference in the long run. You ever go look at one of those hot rod shows, and those guys, man, everything here is just top quality. I mean, that's not me top quality, but the thing is, you can get a better finish if you just kind of pay attention a little bit. And take your time, especially like I'm doing here with the, this is what we call cutting when you come along close like that. Just take your time. 5x8 Benroy modified, or modified 5x8 Benroy. We're using a 2-part epoxy system by West. So this is my first time using it. And you're going to get to see it if I make a mistake and it seizes up on me before I finish doing what I want to do. everything goes well as planned, you get to see how to do it correct. Sorry about that. Forgot that one on. And we're going to seal everything that might possibly get Mother Natured on. Rain. I'm going to have a list there, but I don't need a list. Rain, or melted snow, or melted ice, whatever it may be. Moisture is not your friend when it comes to a wooden structure. So seal it good and try to get all those little spaces you think you're not. I know I can't see up in here, but I want to seal it. Nobody's going to see it but me, but I want it sealed. And once you get all that, then you can go back to cutting in your edges. So we went camping this weekend and took our 5x8 camper that I built for a while now. I hope y'all hadn't been out screaming this one time. And had a really good time. Spent some time with some close friends from Houston area and some close friends from Louisiana area. Had some boudin. I always thought it's called boudin, but I was corrected by a lady from Lafayette area. Okay. I like to know how to pronounce it so I don't make that mistake again. She said boudin. Ate a lot of good food. Saw a bunch of alligators. There's a woodpecker there that insanely loud. The way he was beating that wood, I figured he must have weighed about 10 pounds. I was starting to look for a shotgun. I can feel this chemical starting to get hot. That means it's starting to cure. So we may run out of chemical here. We'll see how far we get. I'm going to seal this edge here. So that when we get ready to put our weather strip on there, that stick really well because it has a nice glassy smooth edge. I know you saw those dribbles. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I know. You're getting your polyurethane. You're getting your epoxy resin. We're going to sand it again. We want it to look really nice and glassy. And I'm not worried about the outside getting drippy. I just want to finish my task at hand because I'm trying to do too much. Next thing you know, it's like, oh man, my epoxy resin is hardening up. The thing is, if I were to put this epoxy resin into a container where it's a little thinner, it wouldn't get it rolling. We got stuff to do here. Remember, don't get it up on the sides of your work because you're going to be putting polyurethane on there, or we are, and the polyurethane leaves a different color. That's where a big old Yeti cooler is going to go. You don't have to spend too much time rubbing it in. If you just get it kind of smoothed out a little bit, it'll sink in. It's almost self-leveling on a horizontal surface, so not a problem. Sealed really well, and especially along here into the cabin, because if your cooler leaks, it's going to leak inside and it's going to get your mattress wet, and that's not the kind of camping trip you want to be on. So seal it up good and tight. And if you got to double it up a little bit, or feel free to do that, because you can come back and sand it. You can come back and sand it. The cool thing about this stuff is it is such a good product that, like right here where I nailed and screwed and glued that down. After I put a little epoxy on there, and it's got to be there until hell freezes over. In that case, in the event hell freezes over. Well, it looks like we made it the whole duration without our product seizing up on us. Ran out of product. I'm going to need probably one more pump of resin. I don't know, maybe 2 more pumps of resin, 2 more pumps of hardener. So I will shut the camera here. I really appreciate y'all hanging there and watching. I'll start the next video with, I don't know what I'm doing. And anyway, 5x8 Modified Benroy, South Texas, 5x8. Thanks for watching.